Et regarde-moi qui est là.
Stop! Do not come any closer. Who are you?
Je suis Frank.
I am Kabash. And let me guess, another Greek or Roman come to loot and plunder the resting place of my ancestors,
Je ressemble d'un grec ou un romain.
Trousers, boots, curious here. No, I
Est-ce qu'ils ont mes
suppose you
cheveux?
do not.
Check les tiens.
Then what do you want?
Comment? Ça se peut-tu? Je cherche une plaque égyptienne.
To what end?
Le retourner à l'obélisque.
That is welcome news. You really are not Greek or Roman, are you? I was planning to return it myself, but for now, I must remain. Here, take it, and restore the honor of Osiris.
Eh, mon Dieu, merci. Sérieux, je pensais pas que ça allait être facile de même. Osiris, Lord of Silence. Donc, cette plaque-là représente la même chose que Pluto ou Hadès. C'est
Now, as for the other plaque,
vrai. Est-ce que tu sais ce que je peux la trouver?
indeed, I have it right here. I stumbled across a collection of dusty curiosities while searching for a place to hide from the hungry children of Amit, and there it was.
Puis-je la voir?
You may not. In fact, I
the
am
fuck?
about to destroy it.
What the fuck?
Because it speaks a treacherous, blasphemous lie.
Comment ça?
I will tell you. But first, do you know what this place is?
De droite. Ah! C'est le fun d'être un archéologiste.
Indeed. And I see you know our history.
Évidemment.
This is the Duat.
De droite.
See what has become of it. I have been down here for weeks, piecing together its story. And here is what I have learned. As Egypt declined and the Greeks had their turn to flourish, their souls came here in great numbers. But instead of adopting our ways, they copied and corrupted them. When they found the obelisk bearing the name Osiris, the true god of the underworld, they desecrated it, removing his name and replacing it with Hades. Even the ferryman of the dead, known to my people long before as Kerti, they renamed to Keron. As if that desecration was not enough, they built over this place, using it as the foundation for their own underworld, so that ours was forgotten. My only solace is that the Greeks then suffered the same fate when the Romans rose to power, renaming Hades to Pluto, and the cycle began anew.
Yeah. Je peux comprendre pourquoi t'es pas content avec les Grecs et les Romains.
I am glad to hear it, which brings me to this other, fourth plaque. It is inscribed with a script I do not recognize, but it is ancient, almost as if it is older than the plaque bearing Osiris's name. But if that is so, it would imply the gods of Egypt are mere imitations too, copied and corrupted from an ancient people who prospered even before us, and that my people did to them what the Greeks and Romans did to us. But this I cannot accept. I sense a deception. Perhaps it is the work of Set, the usurper, seeking to undermine Osiris once more.
Qu'est-ce que l'inscription dit?
You will never know.
Come
This
on.
work of sacrilege must be destroyed, thrown into the black abyss below in Osiris's name.
Non! S'il te plaît!
You are too late.
No!
It is done.
J'aurais souhaité que tu fasses pas
It
ça.
could not have gone any other way. It was Osiris's will. Now, the thing of evil you sought is gone. Why are you still here?
Ok. C'est quoi ton
I
histoire?
am from Rakotis, which you may know as Alexandria, the name of the city the Greeks built over it. I was a fisherman, like my father before me. Since the Romans had taken over from the Greeks, I took the opportunity to learn Latin and eventually traveled to Rome. When the fires broke out last year, I tried to help. I gathered terrified locals into my boat and led many of them to safety farther along the Tiber. On my 7th trip, a passenger demanded I wait for his brother. But we were full to almost sinking, and smoke was all around us. I told him his brother would have to save himself, and he tried to bribe me by placing a coin into my hand. When I refused, he drew a dagger and thrust it between my ribs. I awoke on the banks of the river to a stranger wearing a ram headdress. He said his name was Kirti, and at the time, I simply thought him odd. It did not dawn on me until much later that he was the Kirti, the ram-headed ferryman described in the Book of the Dead. This is where I belong, as caretaker of the memories of my people. If our ways are to be remembered, it falls to me.
Qu'est-ce que tu penses à Golden Rule?
I think if someone is to break the Golden Rule, it will not be me. For I try to live as I always have by the command of the goddess Ma'at. Do to the doer to make him do. As for the punishment that will come from it, I finally understand why it has long been said among my people that gold is the skin of the gods.
Une expression égyptienne en plus. Ce jeu-là m'a fait voir toutes les similarités. Je le savais entre les Grecs puis les Romains. Je pensais pas que c'était aussi similaire, mais je savais qu'il y avait des ressemblances. Parce que des fois, même, on finit par les mélanger, genre. Mais avec l'Égypte aussi. Wow.
I do not know. What could possibly lie beneath the underworld? Perhaps it is infinite darkness. Perhaps it is the lair of Amit, the devourer of souls.
Ooh.
All I know is, it would be unwise to venture down there. Most unwise. Good. Be gone from this place. Wait. You are planning to go down there. I see it in your eyes. You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up.
Hell yeah.
Madness.
We
shall see.
Ah! Sumérienne. Nergal, the Fierce One, serait le dieu sumérien. Donc les Sumériens, avant les Égyptiens, beaucoup de choses ont été inspirées entre. C'est vraiment cool. Parce que regarde, une autre société transformée en or. Le destin de tous ceux qui meurent. Toujours et toujours. Mon dieu, je me souviens plus du chemin. Ah, bon, j'ai pas besoin de m'en souvenir, je suis tombé directement dessus. Ah, c'est... Là, on voit même le... Oh, la belle barbe. Mon dieu, t'es pas mal sexy. Du coup, les habillements, comment c'était cool. rentrer là. Et là, si on marche là-dessus, il va se passer quelque chose. Donc, fortement recommandé. Yep. Puis ça s'active pas deux fois, comme on voit. C'est presque dommage. Puis évidemment, on peut pas continuer par ici. Donc, allons-y. Ils sont le fun à activer, fait que c'est pour ça que je l'ai fait. Ensuite. Quelque chose de particulier, c'est qu'ici, on rencontre pas de créatures. Regarde-moi le boulet, là. Les pièges installés. C'est fou! C'est vraiment à la Indiana Jones. Et ici, on sauvegarde sur ça, vu que ça peut avoir des impacts assez importants.
When I told you that you would not find a way back up, that was not a prediction. That was a promise.
Oh,
you will die here.
Non!
I disagree. I warned you against coming down here, against perpetuating this sacrilege, but you persisted. You have undermined and dishonored the true God of the underworld. How did you think this would end, if not with bloodshed?
Écoute-moi.
Very well, I will listen. But if I sense deception, or if you further insult my gods, I will carry out my threat. So tell me, why should I let you live after you salvaged this instrument of blasphemy? Why? To what end?
J'essaie d'avoir une audience.
But why? What business could you have with Osiris?
Je veux le confronter en lien avec la Golden Rule.
Blasphemous fool!
What?
You have sealed your own fate. Good. I welcome it. You see, the philosopher told me that each time it breaks, Osiris bellows with rage, and his voice shakes the very foundations of the earth. I can only hope one more tremor will lay waste to this fragile place once and for all, and you along with it.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Non! Je sais même pas si je suis mort d'une flèche ou de la boule. On n'a pas besoin de savoir. On va recommencer cette conversation-là parce que je suis incapable de communiquer.
That you would not find a way back up. That was not a prediction.
Un peu comme la vraie vie. Pas besoin de violence. Écoute-moi. Si quelque chose peut être détruit par la vérité, il mérite d'être détruit par la vérité.
Then you admit it. You, many of my ancestors endured great hardship to live good lives so that we may descend to the Duat in death and be judged accordingly. We prepared to have our hearts weighed on Anubis' scales and to swear ourselves innocent of sin before the 42 assessors of Ma'at. And yet, I arrive here to find the Book of the Dead contained only a seed of truth. And now, I ask myself, Did our priests steal and embellish the stories of an older people and feed us lies all our lives simply to trick us into obedience?
Être une bonne personne, c'est pas, ça vaut pas la peine?
I am not sure I follow. Speak plainly.
Good enough, là-dessus.
Perhaps there is some truth in that. What is your point?
Est-ce que tu vas abandonner une vie complète de bons agissements juste parce que tu as découvert que tu as été entraîné vers quelque chose de pas nécessairement vrai?
You are persuasive. Very well.
Oh damn!
I will let you live.
J'ai réussi!
And you may do what you will with that plaque.
Je me souviens jamais de cette
remain here
conversation-là.
for a while and attempt to learn what I can about the foundations
Je l'ai
of
fait juste
my
une fois dans
people's
l'autre game.
beliefs.
J'ai jamais besoin de faire plus. Ah! Cavache, cavache. Nimble. Dodge 3 booters. Oh! Plus merveilleux à ce point-là. Quelque chose aussi. Mon dieu, un mur invisible, ça. Et là. Hello!
You again. What is it now?
Bye.
Of course.
As Roman says, may fortune smile on you. Ok. Oh là, je suis content. Là. Oh my god, il savait vraiment me trouver. Ah! Oh, on sauve du temps. Ah, c'est bien. On dirait que je regarde plus les détails un peu aussi, en ce moment. Let's go! Fait que là, on a 2 plaques en notre possession. On va prendre le temps de les regarder et beaucoup trop d'argent. Ok, donc, plaque égyptienne, plaque sumérienne. Fait que là, on va juste se prendre en note pour le prochain loop. Quel va être notre objectif? Donc, l'assassin, il faut s'assurer que ça se passe comme il faut. Ensuite, Ulpius doit vivre. Lilia. Lulia. Pour le poison. Faut que j'aille voir la femme de Malleolus. Ok. On en est rendu là. Puis là, dans le loop actuel, je peux aller chercher une 3e plaque, mais je suis pas capable d'avoir celle-là de Dolly, dans le fond. Et l'arrêt... Oups. Pourquoi je suis tombé? La raison est la suivante, c'est que Dolly...
You carry the gift of Prometheus in your hand. Remarkable. Good to see you again. I enjoyed...
Oui, inquiète pas. Ne pas t'inquiéter, monsieur. Tout va à merveille. Oh, laisse-moi avancer. C'est ça. Fait que là, on peut aller chercher la plaque chrétienne. Qui est vraiment pas difficile à aller chercher. Parce que c'est auprès du shrine de Octavia, du fameux culte chrétien. Un culte chrétien. Le culte a été très populaire si on se fie à aujourd'hui, hein. Encore très présent. Moi, je peux pas avancer. Ah, faut que je saute. Ok. Donc. Let's go.